Okay, she be gone every single night. Day and night on my mind, pushing a cute vibe.
How's it going, everybody? This is Tahaba Drabo. Hope you're having another great day, and welcome back to another video. Alright folks, it's time for another top 5 video, and for this one, this is going to be my favorite fast food burgers. Now, yes, I had mentioned I had done a top 5 at least a year ago when I was talking about my favorite local restaurants. Here, all the burgers that I'm going to be talking about, they're mainly just from the usual fast food places. Now, I love fast food, and I'm pretty sure everybody does, but everybody knows that the most popular fast food items there are usually going to be the burgers. So this is what I'm going to center my list on. These are basically my favorite burgers from each of the fast food restaurants that I have personally been to. Now for this one, I'm going to target it on one burger for any of these specific locations. Now, yes, a lot of these restaurants have a lot of good burgers, but for this one, I'm only going to center it specifically on one particular burger that they have on the restaurant that I think puts it over the top. So this is going to be centered on the 5 best burgers on each of these fast food restaurants, and it might be a little weird to some, but hey, these are just some of my favorites, and so let's just go ahead and get right into it. Here we go. So my 5th favorite fast food burger is the White Castle slider. Now obviously White Castle is not as popular today as it was in the past, but boy, back in the past when I used to go to White Castle, those sliders were really good. Yeah, obviously they're very small. I would have really liked for it to be a little bigger, almost like the size of, you know, all the other fast food burgers that are usually sold, but hey, for these sliders, they were extremely popular back then. In fact, they were a part of a big movie when 2 characters attempted to do a whole White Castle challenge with a whole bunch of these sliders and fries and all that stuff. And so you can tell back in the past that these sliders were very popular. Whether or not you have it with cheese or no cheese, there's still a bunch of onion spots that are underneath the burgers, and that usually puts a whole lot of kick into those sliders. And so usually those alone is what's good enough to make those sliders very unique. And of course, I still have White Castle sliders nowadays, but not as much as I used to. However, it's not actually at the White Castle restaurant. Usually now, I just go to my local store, pick one up, and you know, just heat some of those up for dinner sometimes. You know, even nowadays, White Castle sliders are still very good. So yeah, the restaurant is not as popular now as it was back then, and their sales are probably not as successful now as it was like during the early 21st century, but hey, it's still a great place to get some real good sliders, and so that's exactly why I put this at number 5 on my list. Number 4 on this list is the Dave's Triple Burger. Now, there's actually a Wendy's that's actually very close by to me on Short Hills. There I could just, you know, walk there and just make my order and come home with it, just like I did when I did the Dunkin' Donuts challenge earlier in the year. But obviously Wendy's is another really good fast food restaurant, and they are very well known for their burgers and sandwiches. They actually have 3 different kinds of Dave's burgers. You know, there's the single, which is usually a pretty popular one. The double one, that's probably their most popular one of the 3 Dave's burgers, but in my opinion, my favorite one is the triple one, and really because there are 3 patties full of goodness in them, a lot of cheese, and all the veggies in there. It just makes it taste so good. You can all have your own opinion on which one of these 3 is the favorite. I personally prefer the triple one because, you know, that's really good, and plus it has a lot more than what you would really want, but you know, at the same time, all 3 of the Dave's burgers, you know, they are pretty good by itself as well, and so really it's all up to you to decide exactly which one of these is your favorite. But again, you know, Dave's burgers, you know, they are very common at Wendy's, and they are an extremely popular product, but the reason why I prefer the triple over the double and the single is because a whole lot more goodness and just a whole lot more of that great taste, and so I really love that. I haven't been to Wendy's in quite a while, so hopefully I go back there soon, but if I do, it's going to be that Dave's Triple Cheeseburger because it is a very good fast food burger. Number 3 on my list is the Whopper from Burger King, and this one is the regular Whopper. I've tried so many of these before, but this one in my opinion is my favorite from Burger King. Now obviously I have worked at Burger King in the past. Like I said, I worked at the Livingston Mall, and usually a lot of the time we would get free lunch most of the time whenever we're doing a good job, and the Whopper would usually be the most common thing that I would get, but they have a whole lot of different Whoppers. There's also a double Whopper, a triple Whopper, heck, they also have a Whopper Jr., and for a short period of time, I don't know if they still have it, but but they also have the Impossible Whopper as well, which is more of a plant-based Whopper almost. But hey, the regular Whopper will still always be at the top of my list. Grilled to perfection, and a whole lot of lettuce, onions, and tomatoes, and all of that stuff. And of course, you have the option to put cheese and bacon on it whatever you want. And really, you just get a very, very good fast food burger, which is really the signature burger at Burger King. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, the first time I ever tried a Whopper sandwich from Burger King, I was mainly just biting it from the sides because at the time, I didn't like any vegetables on my burgers, just cheese and all that stuff. Nowadays, I know vegetables are extremely, extremely important, which is why every time I go there, I make sure that they have it. And the Whopper, I'm starting to get a lot more used to veggies on my burgers, just like the Whopper. Either way, it is such a great burger. Burger King, even though I really didn't like working there as much as an employee, as a customer, they have a very great lineup of burgers. It's really that place where you can get your favorite kind of burgers, but the Whopper is always going to stand up at the very top of my mind. I love that thing. Number 2, it is Five Guys. And yes, Five Guys, probably the fattiest burger-like restaurant there is on this list, but hey, they still have a lot of great burgers, and really, you can customize your burgers any way you like whenever you're at Five Guys. That's really the cool part about it, is that unlike all the other restaurants, you really get to customize it, you know? It's not just burgers that you can put on it, you know? You can choose anything you want in it, whether it's, you know, lettuce, tomatoes, or onions, or even bacon, or ketchup, maybe even barbecue sauce, or maybe some ingredients that are out enormous as well. You can combine your own burgers when you are at Five Guys, and because of that, it can really make the burgers so much more unique compared to all the other fast food burgers there are. Of course, there is one thing that we also know about Five Guys, is that they are that one restaurant here in the US that will put in way too much fries in your bag. Obviously, sometimes there are a lot more fries in the bag than there are in the actual cup when you take out of it, but hey, you know, that's part of the extra goodness when you go there. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember the last time I've been to Five Guys. It's probably been like 3 years or so, but hey, they produce a lot of really good burgers there, you know. Again, getting to customize them with the 2 patties and all that stuff, I just love those burgers. And you know, Five Guys is probably one of my all-time favorite fast food restaurants for a reason, because of the goodness that comes out of all of it. And the option to go along with that, and then all of the fries that they have in those bags as well, and then also the drinks as well, you know. Yeah, there's sodas, but also you get to have customized milkshakes as well. I remember I actually had one milkshake when I was at Five Guys, and that was during my 21st birthday, and it was really good. I enjoyed that. So it is really a customized menu of your choice whenever you're at Five Guys, but the burgers, they are going to stand out on my mind. Alright, but if you ask me what is my all-time favorite fast food burger is, my number 1 pick would be, and it's not even close, is the Big Mac from McDonald's. Every time I go to McDonald's, if there's a burger that I really get excited to get when I'm there, it is the Big Mac, and it is for a reason. The sesame seeds bun and all that stuff, and also 2 lower buns that separates both of the patties that are on there, and the cheese, and some of those lettuce and onion drippings, and also some of that Thousand Island sauce, or whatever kind of sauce that is on there. That right there, the sauce, is probably what makes this Big Mac so unique and so good compared to all the others. That sauce makes this burger taste a whole lot better. I don't know exactly how well the Big Mac would be without it. I do remember there was one time where Burger King tried to replicate the Big Mac, where they had the Big King and all of that stuff. In fact, there was one time they even tried the Big Chicken almost. I mean, I kind of find that really weird, but hey, nobody can match the Big Mac, you know. It's very popular for a reason. And yes, I know there are a lot of questions when it comes to McDonald's, you know, in regards to like health-wise and all that stuff, but hey, you know, they still have a great menu, and it's probably the most popular fast food restaurant there is in America. It's not just Big Macs. Like I said, they also have their quarter pounders. At one point they had the wraps. They also have a whole lot of good salads, and even some good breakfasts as well, even some desserts and fries, and a lot of really good drinks and all that stuff. You can choose anything you want, but the burgers, as I said, they still stand out very well, and the Big Mac, in my opinion, tops that list. It's their signature burger for a reason. The sauce on it makes it taste really good, and everything else that goes into the Big Mac, it just makes it my favorite fast food burger of all time. And so whenever I go to McDonald's, unless there's something else that catches my eye, whenever I go there to get a burger, it's usually always going to be that grand old Big Mac. And there you go, that's my top 5 5, a rather weird one, but hey, you know, everybody loves fast food, especially for its burgers, and so these are just some of mine, and like I said before, you know, it really doesn't matter what fast food restaurant you go. It's going to have a very popular burger, and these are just some of my favorites that have come out there. So let me ask you, what are some of your favorite fast food burgers? Are they some of which that have been on my list today, or is it a completely different one? Feel free to let me know down in the comments. I'll be more interested in hearing your opinion about it. Anyways, that's going to do it for another video. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, if you'd like to see more of my content, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when my latest video is released. Comment below for future suggestions for all my videos, whether it's vlogs, projects, and challenges, or top 5 videos, you name it, leave it in the comments below and I'll do my best to make them. As always, follow me on my social media, all the links are in the description below. That's going to do it for another midweek upload. Hope you're having another great day. As always, I hope to see all of you again in another video very soon. So long, everybody.